right, Wayne, thank you so much for helping me out with this.
It's my pleasure. My name is Wayne Vecchio. I'm a client advisor here at BMW of Roxbury, showing you the 2023 X1 fully redesigned. So just going to do a brief walk around the vehicle, just show you a couple of things that got changed on the car. The car did get a full redesign from top to bottom. It's just starting off here at the front of the driver's side door. So this one is an X line. So there's 3 trim levels. There's a base, there's an X line, there's an M Sport. Different design elements to each of the trims.
So you can get the M Sport on this?
You can get an M
Awesome.
Sport. Yeah.
Okay.
So the X line is going to have like a brushed aluminum trim on your side view mirrors and on your window and on your roof rails.
The roof rail.
One of the nicer things that they did for the design for like the X line, instead of having like a matte plastic, you're going to have like a high gloss.
That's definitely nicer. It's a little bit more luxurious.
A little bit more luxurious. I think what you're going to find as we continue to go through this is that every piece of the X1 is a lot more luxurious than it used to be in the previous generation. We have an 18-inch aero wheel. So all new designs on the wheels.
It's really nice. And there's different options for these wheels too,
Lots of different options. Most of our vehicles have anywhere from 5 to 6 wheel options.
Cool.
All new redesigned BMW LED headlights.
Yeah, so the older version, it was kind of reversed,
Yeah,
right?
so these are referred to as the Coronas. So the Coronas now have an inverted design from the previous, what they used to refer to as Angel Eye.
Full LED, are they adaptive or?
So they are not adaptive.
Okay.
What they did though, so if you look, so BMW kind of figured out that the adaptive LEDs, if something went wrong, they were super expensive to fix. So very smart but simplistic design. So if you look inside the the headlight here, you're going to see a corner light.
Oh yeah, I see it. Okay.
So as you turn the wheel, the opposite headlight cornering light will illuminate. So same effect as that adaptive.
Great idea.
Headlight.
So nothing mechanical's moving.
A lot less moving parts. Yeah.
Perfect. That's smart.
Full new redesign on the iconic BMW kidney grills. Now this is a active air breathing kidney grill. So right now it's in a closed position.
Okay.
This will open and close to allow airflow and also to cool down the engine compartment.
Okay. This is really neat. Is this part of the adaptive cruise control or?
So there's so your sensors are here.
Okay.
There's going to be, so basically if you have like any sort of like parking assistance premium package, this is where your front camera would be placed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This is a new color for the 2023 X1. It's called Cape York Green.
Beautiful.
Coming around to the side here, so we have a flush door handle design. Improves aerodynamicy, and it's going to reduce your drag. It just gives a much cleaner look to the car as well.
Yeah, I like that. You know, I mean, it's definitely a step up from the older versions.
Absolutely. Coming around to our rear, we're going to have all new redesigned LED 3D design on the taillights.
That's cool. They really did a great job. This almost looks like a mini X3 or even an X5 for that matter.
This is more, yeah, so this would be more consistent with the 2024 X5. X3 is going to be set for the next generation for the 2025 model.
And they're going to have an update on that?
Yeah, so this one's actually, so the X1 is now actually a little bit ahead of the X3.
Cool.
Just kind of staying consistent. We have more high gloss black elements. Got away from that unfortunately cheaper looking matte hard plastic.
Yeah.
Great size trunk, lots of space.
Plenty of room.
There's a 40-20-40 rear split, so you can fold down those 2 seats together, the one in the middle or the one on the side.
Is there a latch back here or does it have to be done up front?
Done up front.
Okay.
This one is equipped with the non-run flat tires.
Nice.
So you do have a full-size spare in there along with your jack kit.
Okay.
Just taking a quick peek at our rear seat here. Now the X1 did grow in size, it grew in length, it grew in height, it grew in width. So the spatial difference between now an X1 and an X3 is pretty marginal.
Big difference, right?
Yeah, big difference.
Plenty of knee room.
Yeah, plenty
Hey,
of
look at
knee
this.
room. Absolutely.
Headroom, I got like
More
6
headroom.
inches above my head.
Yeah, more headroom. You have that beautiful panoramic sunroof, which is going to extend past the rear passenger's headrest. So it's going to fill the cabin with lots of natural light.
Do they all have the panorama, or is that an option?
That would be an option with the convenience package.
With the convenience
Yep.
package, okay. And you got your 2 USB ports in here.
Yep, USB-C ports. So we're set up for you know, future charging integration. I know Apple's heading over to USB-C.
Yeah, they are. Yep.
And then we got the best seat in the house. Used to have just that little rocker button, so it wasn't just exactly clear what that did. So everything here is all nice and labeled for you. Lock and unlock buttons, set buttons.
Okay.
All right, so
Yeah, let's
go ahead, get your seat set.
adjusted.
Steering wheel is a manual adjustment, so just needs to unlock there. You can lock that back up once you're set. I'm going to come around the other side.
Okay.
So climate looks like it started up on the climate menu here, so everything's going to be through a touchscreen. So climate menu, these are your thermostats are going to stay affixed at the bottom of the screen here. So I'm feeling a little bit toasty, so I'm going to come down a little bit. This is where your heated steering wheel, your heated seats settings, that's where that's going to live. Right now we're in AC, max AC, sync, so all the same AC and heat options that were all used to be buttons here are now just.
So right now the only control buttons that we have outside of the screen is the max, rear and
front and rear defrost. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Your hazard got moved to your center stack. Parking cameras. Now, what's different? A couple things different. Obviously, there's no more shift knob. We have a shift selector. We'll notice we have a D mode and then an L mode. So there's no MS mode anymore.
What does L represent?
L is low mode. On the X line, there is no manual shifting option.
Oh, okay.
The manual shifting option only be available via paddle shifters on an M Sport model.
Okay.
So L mode is just going to keep you in a lower RPM. So obviously just keep you in the torque band. So you're just going to the same effect that when you would move the gear selector over to the left.
Right? Okay.
This is your park button. So again, since there's no parking button here, that's where your park button is. No more comfort, sport, eco. Now we're into my modes. So my modes are going to be personal, sport, and efficient.
The personal is kind of like a normal comfort mode.
Personal is comfort mode, and then personal is going to have a lot of your personalized settings, specifically for like ambience or ambient lighting. When you go to my modes, and if you want to switch your mode, then go to sport. So sport is going to be dynamic setting focused on a sportier driving. It is by default going to change your ambient lighting to red.
Okay.
So
I see.
Yeah,
okay.
so
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. And then in your efficient mode, similar to Eco Pro, that will change your ambient lighting to like a lighter blue color. We'll start out though in personal mode because that's going to be what we're familiar with comfort.
Makes sense. So now in the sport mode, does it increase horsepower at all, or is it change the mapping, or
so it's just going to change your so it's going to change your gear mapping. It's going to stiffen your suspension. Your steering wheel is going to feel heavier, which I like to say it's just more responsive, so you just feel like you have more command and control over the steering wheel. So it's engine, the suspension, and the steering is what's going to adjust, and then by changing to low mode while in sport mode, that's going to adjust your transmission. So that would kind of give you the full effect.
Okay.
So
and you had how many of these in stock?
We had three. So
and
we had 0 for 6 months, and then we somehow got 3, and 2 of them have since sold in the last week. So
No, that's
Yeah.
impressive. No, let's take it for a drive.
All right, so do you want, we're going to change this to
Change
adjust
it
back
to
to personal, and we'll start out in drive and then kind of play around from there.
Okay, well that's easy. That's not too difficult.
No, it's not. No.
Now, just to remind us, you had mentioned it earlier. The engine is the 28. It's almost like the same as the 328.
Yes. Yep.
But souped up a little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Got more horsepower.
so a slight increase in horsepower to accommodate for the size and weight increase on the vehicle.
Okay.
Just gonna loop around there and then head
then
back
exit
out
out.
and then make a right onto 46.
So it's 240 horsepower.
Around
Is that-
240 horsepower.
Okay. And how much torque?
Should be around 269 pound-feet of torque.
Okay. Yeah, so it's up there. It's almost in the 300 mark for a small entry-level SUV, right? I mean, what are the competitors for this? GLA, the Mercedes GLA,
GLA,
maybe an Audi
Q3.
Ooh.
I think Volvo makes a
Oh, the XC40.
XC40.
small one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
XC40. Those probably would be the main three competitors for this vehicle.
Okay.
I mean, there's other cars that compete in this segment, but if we're considering, like,
But the Mercedes is going to be more expensive.
yeah, the Mercedes is going to be more expensive. It's not going to include maintenance. It's not going to include tele services, app subscriptions.
Right.
Um,
And what's the warranty on this?
warranty is 4 years, 50,000 miles, bumper to bumper, and then you also receive a 3-year, 36,000 mile maintenance plan, which is going to include oil changes, brake fluid flush, and cabin filters.
Okay.
That can be upgraded to an Ultimate Care Plus, which would include rubberized and wearable items like wiper blades, drive belts, brake pads, and rotors.
Okay, so you pay a little bit of an additional fee. and
Yeah,
you
a
can
little bit
add
of
all that.
additional fee. That package definitely would be recommended for like maybe a higher mileage lease,
Yeah.
or if you plan on financing the car and plan on having the car for more than 40,000 miles.
Mhm. What size screens are these? These are like 10.5-inch screens, or
Yeah, so the X1 is a little bit smaller than the ones that are in the 3 Series. Yeah, they're about 10.5 inches.
okay. I mean, it's smooth. It's very quiet.
Very, very quiet. Yeah, so
Or should I go
yeah,
straight?
we're going to
or-
stay straight. Yeah, so we're going to stay straight up through the top of the hill. We're going to make a right onto Kenvil Avenue.
Now, can you turn the auto start stop off for now?
Only through sport mode. So if we go
Okay.
to sport mode, that's going to disable that auto start stop.
See what this feels like.
Yeah, let's go
Try to
D,
get our 0 to 60 going.
and then we'll go to L. So there we go.
There you go. All right, come on, Ford Escape. Get out of our way. Oh, yeah. No, that feels great.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah. What are people complaining about? There's plenty of power.
so there are so now there is some ambient acoustics that are being generated.
They're being pumped through.
bumped through. Yeah. We'd like to call them iconic sounds. So definitely adds to the sheer driving pleasure of our vehicle.
Who was the one that created all that? I saw a video on it. It's Hans Zimmerman or
Hans
something
Zimmerman,
like
yeah. So Hans Zimmerman, who's a world-renowned composer,
that? Yeah.
BMW actually worked with him to compose these engine sounds that
That's
just
incredible.
really will enhance the driving experience.
That's cool. That's a neat idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's we're
Right, you always associate a sound with the engine, right?
Absolutely,
So now that
yeah.
everything is becoming a little bit more quiet,
the engines are
electric.
the engines are more refined. The soundproofing of the vehicles
Mhm.
is better than it's ever been. But when we're driving a performance vehicle, that's what we want to hear.
that's
we want,
nice.
yeah, we want to hear that little that little vroom kind of.
Right? Even if it is a little bit synthetic, that's okay. I'm okay with
I'm
that.
okay with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, it'll just help that transition, right? Because
Mhm.
everything's kind of going into the EV direction. But
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a lot. It's something it's more noticeable in our EV vehicles.
Mhm.
But yeah, something as subtle as when you're going to sport mode, and then all of a sudden we've got that more pronounced exhaust note. It just adds to the experience.
Right. Now, I'd like to put it back into personal mode.
Okay.
And then see how it feels. Now with the
Is this
home screen, okay, you got your navigation.
Yeah, so you got your navigation, your satellite radio, different widgets for your main display.
Okay.
Of course, most of our customers will be living in either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto.
And is that wireless?
Yeah,
Okay.
full wireless. There's a local Wi-Fi connection in the car, so you're
Nice.
simultaneously running Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So that's how you're able to take phone calls, operate Apple CarPlay, Android Auto.
Awesome. Right. Hey, BMW.
Yeah, so there it is.
go.
It's picking it up. Yeah. So
Increase my temperature to 70 degrees. There you go.
I'm setting the temperature to 70 degrees Fahrenheit.
You
Yeah.
don't have to do anything.
yeah, no, that's it.
So
yeah.
why would you need any buttons?
Yeah, you know, that's really so. We clean up design. You're going. Like I mentioned, this is the first vehicle in a long time to be without the iDrive controller. Kind of starting to clean
I
things
see.
up.
That's the delay. That's what they were talking about on. For some reason, when you slow down to almost a complete stop, and then you try to punch it in that mode
Okay.
in drive, there's a little bit of a lag.
Little
It's
bit
not
of
like
turbo lag.
instantaneous.
Okay.
You know that
Yeah.
torque that you
Yeah.
want right away.
Yeah, understood.
But in sport mode, it didn't exist. It was always
No,
there.
yeah, I mean, there's probably, I would imagine that there's, considering the mode that you're in, there's probably some electronic
Yeah, stuff going on.
stuff going on to, kind of inhibit that. But the power is always there. So whether you're in personal mode, whether you're in efficient mode,
Right.
you put your foot down the floor and you're getting every bit of it.
Oh yeah, I mean, and what's the efficiency of this car?
So EPA has a combined of 28. So around town around 26, and on the highway around 35.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, we do. Impressive, and also considering that we're going to very likely you probably would exceed that.
Yeah.
Of course, it depends on how you drive the car. If you've got a heavy foot and you're love the sport mode,
That's
of course
exactly
that will lower that down a little bit. But
Yeah.
I would tell you with a high level of confidence that you're moderately driving the car, utilizing efficient mode, utilizing the different options in the car to increase your fuel economy, you certainly could get in excess of 35 miles per gallon on the highway, probably almost heading towards 40.
Okay. Now this is the parking mode where you can kind of see who's behind you.
Yeah.
Now, does it have an overview?
So that would
360?
be that would be a part of the premium package.
Okay.
Premium package would include 360 camera,
Not bad though.
but yeah, you have your panoramic camera, you have your assist view, your parking view.
That's cool.
But this one is going to have a backup assistant.
Okay. Backup assistant. Okay. All right. I think that's something I need to look into.
Yeah, the backup assistant would help if you have a longer driveway, if you're coming out of a parking spot, tight parking spot, that would help you.
What kind of radio system does this have?
So this would be our standard radio, which is partially manufactured by Harman Kardon, partially manufactured by Philips.
Okay. And then you can upgrade to
the Harman
Harman
Kardon.
Kardon.
Yep.
Okay.
Full Harman Kardon. That would be part of the premium package.
All right. And then what's the baseline? What's the base price for this again?
Base price on this is going to be at $39,100. This one, as equipped with the convenience package, the Cape York, and a couple other goodies, is going to be around a 45 MSRP.
Okay. Wow, and this is a brand new 2023. Are they selling the 2024s yet, or?
No.
No.
So yeah, the 24s are not available yet. 23s are actually still coming in.
Okay. It's a nice looking car, in and out. It's powerful enough, I think.
They did a fantastic job on
Yeah.
it. I'm absolutely in love with this car. I'm currently in an X3 M40 2022.
That's a nice.
Yeah, that's a nice
SUV.
ride.
Yeah.
That's a nice ride. We're
Definitely.
coming out with an X1 M35, so I'm kind of
That would be
starting
nice.
to think about that one as maybe my my next lease.
Yeah. When these X1s first came out, I was like really disappointed, honestly, because, and when was that? That was like in the
So the first
early 2000s?
first generation X1 was 2013.
2013.
And we're gonna make it right this light here.
Okay.
So first gen X1, which was basically a pre-gen 3 Series wagon hatchback. I actually owned one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I actually owned
Got
one
a few
for
cars there.
yeah, I actually owned one for a couple years.
Awesome.
And then the 2016 is when they went to the last gen,
Mhm.
and then they ran that one 2016 all the way to 2022. So
this
pretty
is the new
long
one.
time on that.
Yeah.
On that build, and then now this one was just redesigned from the ground up. Every element is completely brand new.
Yeah, 100%. They definitely took the time to kind of really like rebuild this. Little bit of storage in here. I mean,
Yeah.
small storage. Now I'm just trying to figure out like, pencils, pens.
Well, I imagine this is for your change right here.
Yeah.
So that's your change.
Who carries change anymore?
I don't know. I'm not. I can't remember the last time I threw change into a toll booth.
Except when you need that quarter for ShopRite.
You need the quarter. Right? You need your ShopRite quarter. Yes, you do. You need your ShopRite quarter. Yeah, I guess you always have a pen in the car for whatever reason.
But it's not bad. I mean, you have a spot for your phone, some storage here. It's not a tremendous amount of storage.
Yeah, and you've got
side doors.
Yeah, side doors have nice deep pockets. So
yeah,
there's plenty of storage all around.
Yep. It's nice outside. All right, so this is the 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. Not bad. It's like it fits in here really nice.
Yeah. Of course, everything's going to be engineered for a 50-50 weight distribution.
Mm-hmm.
So every engine is going to sit specifically for that particular model.
Okay. Air
this-
filter is easy
yeah,
to get to. You
yeah,
got your cross member for rigidity.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
There's your
Positive.
positive
Where is the battery? In the rear?
in the rear.
Okay. And did you say like when you were in sport mode that the suspension system stiffens up? Is it?
Stiffens, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So there is a default adjustable dampening
Mm-hmm.
with the sport mode.
Nice.
I suspect, like on my X3 M40, there would be more customizable adjustable dampening.
100%.
And probably in the M35 model.
Yeah. Wayne, I think we hit everything. I mean, we talked about pretty much everything
Yeah,
about this
I
car.
hope we covered
appreciate
it all. Yeah, it's been my pleasure.
Yeah, I can't wait to share this. But thanks again. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Anytime.